The Shanghai Dragons versus the Seoul Dynasty, the two gladiators that have gone against each other in the APAC before, but have been leading the pack of APAC. Though, starting off, Stalker trying to have that opportunity as Iziaki falls a little low. So does Fitz, though. Stalker getting taken out. Iziaki, the player's going to be able to take him, but it's going to be a trade-for-trade profit on another level with these follow-ups here. But it's Lip with a big shot onto Smurf, and now the Dragons turning things around in their favor. Finally, 60% on that point in favor for the best case here for the Dragons to be able to get that first pick here. Who Are You falls incredibly low. Dame now with the rest of the Dynasty is going to help their survivability as the Dragons push all the way forward. Iziaki gets taken down. You can see Who Are You trying to isolate Fitz. He's not going to give it to him. He's got the spawn right there, and now with the cleanup, they're going to be able to move right along onto that point.
It's a big overcommit from the Shanghai Dragons. They went beyond their choke point to try and fight the Dynasty outside their spawn. They had that safety net they could always fall back to, though. See a lingering Lijiang trying to find a way to touch the point. Won't be able to make the contact. Iziaki doesn't make it there in time to trigger overtime, and the Dynasty take the first round. Before returning to the point, but Iziaki still standing strong. Hasn't gone down. Who Are You finds Fitz. The Shanghai Dragons are about to turn it.
What? How did Iziaki live for so long? The overtime now is still online. The contention is Who Are You cleans up profit. The fact that the Dragons are going to be able to flip this point again. What an amazing stuff from Iziaki.
Overclock pumps one into Stalker. Profit's gone down. Lijiang with the sound wave. Lip takes out Stalker! Pulls out the blade, immediately gets dropped. And the Shanghai Dragons are surely taking us to Night Gardens to finish this one off.
Oh, what a hold from the Dragons. Let's not forget that was all thanks to Iziaki for preventing the Dynasty from completing that overtime in their favor. They flipped it, and they held the Dynasty before trying to find that other angle. Lip trying to fight on the other side here. Stalker going down, though. That's going to be the green light for the Dragons now to move in. Free real estate here. This economy can be tricky here. And now you see Who Are You going to get traded out. Oh, goodbye. Whoa, flail for flail. Lijiang got it. Smurf are going down, and Profit finds Iziaki again. Are you serious? That's 2 environmental kills, but the number advantage still in favor for the Dragons with Lip not getting. Fitz did too, and the support ults are off the table minus Lijiang who's held it in, and now he's going to be able to allow Who Are You to go all the way in, slice and dice the rest of the Dynasty off of this point. 75% here in favor for the Dynasty, but with that flip, we're going to spawn.
Final fight territory. Dragons have control. Smurf dies mid-rampage!
What?
Unable to connect with anyone. That's surely going to be Dragons taking the first map now, cleaning up the Seoul Dynasty. And there's no one around to stall. Smurf's gone onto the wrecking ball to see if they can touch in the last second. And they're unable to. Shanghai Dragons draw first blood, take map number 1 away from the Seoul Dynasty. Which way is up at that point? Not surprised he couldn't find any value. Lijiang comes in with the sound barrier. Dame has to answer it. Lands the connection, finds it on all members as well, so that will balance out the HP differential we had. 1 minute 30 left on the clock. Shanghai Dragons losing Void. This opens it up for Dynasty to be able to continue their progress they started already. Try and get themselves over to getting the point A capture. Stalker just dashes around, gets the cleanup. Who Are You's there to be killed at the end. But it does take Profit with him as a little parting gift, but that's point A. With a beat from Lijiang to keep the fight going, take it back to the Seoul Dynasty. Profit under so much pressure will get taken out by Who Are You. They get control of the payload. 1 minute 12 remaining. Seoul Dynasty finding 2 kills, open it back up for themselves. They can clear away Void and Lijiang. They should be able to walk this one over the line, but Who Are You? Doing the Lord's work to find Smurf and Fitz, keeping alive on the point, and the Shanghai Dragons are able to hold this one. And it now forces the final fight territory for the Seoul.
Who Are You? This could change everything here currently. And it's Smurf going down first. Void's going to be able to get the rampage for this elongated fight. Here comes Stalker. He needs to get a lot of impact.
And the veteran cuts down the rookie!
Shuts him down, slicing him up like a piece of ham. And the rest of the Dragons are going to be able to take control. Fitz are still fighting these important picks because he's not getting denied on the high ground right here. But still, they need to touch a point. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to. They won't even get it to that first point, initial point right here.
They need to move on to the point, and they're going to hit them with everything they've got to try and turn this and convert it to a point A capture. Who Are You? Consistently doing the Lord's work right now, hunting behind Stalker, waiting for the deflect to come in, goes for the dash for the reset. They're just clearing up the last remaining pieces now, and they want to hunt out last remainers of Dynasty Dynasty before they...
Got the dash here first initially, but Vindane with a great reaction with the sound barrier. Here comes Smurf with the Rampage. He shoots down Who Are You, and Who Are You cannot live. Another Rampage now coming in, finding Smurf and Stalker. Smurf finding himself incredibly low, and Fitz getting wiped out. Lip on a terror low, finding Smurf and Fitz. That was absolutely huge right there too, being able to isolate Prophet over to the side. Nice Rampage answer. See the way the Dice here over to the side. They're trying to get out of that sight line of Lip, but no running away here once you get that jump. Warden falls incredibly low, and Lip finds Vindane off to the corner there too. So again now, Dragons so close.
No.
Oh, and still on a terror. They're cleaning up the Dynasty train, and they get the payload exactly where the Dynasty left it.
They knew that Lip Dragons can't approach. They're hiding, they're buying time, waiting for the full unit. Izayaki can use the rally and they can just all emerge together. Fitz finds Who Are You. Lip, the other threat of this team, still alive for the time being. Damage being pumped into Void. Not gone down just yet, still being sustained, but it will finally be taken out by Prophet. Seoul Dynasty fans can breathe a sigh of relief. They will not get full held on watch point.
Rally. He's going to still have that sound barrier and the blade. Nice dynamite here from Fitz on the high ground. Stalker to close things out. Yeah, here comes the sound barrier from Lijiang, though. Despite losing out on Void and Izayaki, it's a deal with Stalker and the blade. He still fights Izayaki, so nice impact right here as Lijiang falls incredibly low.
Blade.
Yeah.
Lijiang's about to get theirs back. That's going to be important for Smurf's Rampage. Rally being popped. Carnage comes through. Who Are You has the blade exposed. Cutting against sound barrier as expected. Couple members down for the Shanghai Dragons, and they will get caught by that Rampage there. Void and Who Are You being deleted afterwards. They do it in overtime. The Seoul Dynasty do complete watch point Gibraltar. I lost my words.
It's about being able to force them off. If they're not going to get off, you got to force them here. Into the back end, you're going to have Fitz with the Bob to add in an extra member, but the sound barrier is still going to come out on top for the Dragons. A number advantage in favor for the Dragons, wasting no time to get this payload to that first initial point.
They should be able to complete here with some extra time in the bank. Not 100% sold on Lijiang.
Tier 2 Trid. So the sound barrier being used up by Lijiang to help the survivability of the rest of the Dragons, but Prophet is staying alive for right now before getting melted down by Lijiang. Lip 2 uninterrupted, still finding a lot of these shots. He's got the overclock that he can hold on to for that next corner, but they have the number advantage now in favor for the Dragons.
Doesn't need it. Lip is a man of a one-shot, one-kill mentality. 3 minutes in the time bank, moving on to point C. Prophet. Away from Who Are You? Knocked back immediately from Prophet, goes for the re-engage. The sound barrier from Vindane is there to catch them. Who Are You gets a barrier to reinvigorate himself. Won't have the damage, will have the defense, and Vindane and Smurf have been eradicated. The Shanghai Dragons need to make this fast. The spawn room is right outside them. They will be able to come back, but they cut through, shut down all options of defense. 24 seconds.
Less than 30 seconds now to try to get this payload through that car wash. You see the way the Dynasty are just trying to force the Shanghai Dragons off from the high ground. It's the Dragons that are immediately trying to go for the accelerator, but now Stalker finding Lip is going to be the green light for the rest of the Dynasty to have that progress. Look at the disengage, though, from the Dragons. So quick to answer.
If they get staggered here, this is going to be unreal. They'll just give up point A at this point and let overtime trickle. They have to stay alive, try and keep their members in the game before it gets pulled back into the damage. Lip alone has an eyes on Fitz. Who Are You's there for the assist to take him out. Needs to turn his attention to the main fight now. Stalker trying to return the favor. Both Junker Queens removed. Stalker has a blade, has to pull it out. The hopes of Shanghai lie on the edge of this. And he will cut down the rest of the Shanghai Dragons and keep the overtime push. Who Are You? Time to one-up the rookie, pull out the blade, you got nothing to stop you. Find Smurf, turns his attention round to the back line. Fitz using the coach code to disengage, wants more value from the fight, cannot escape the headshot that chases him back to the battle.
Fitz is disgusting. He cleans up 3 from the Dragons, and he keeps the Dynasty's hopes alive. Lip answering back just at the very end right there.
Rampage from Void finds the backline of the Seoul Dynasty. They could look to end it all here. Stalker's taken out Lijiang, follows up on the Izayaki. Someone needs to stop Stalker, or he could have rode even more. It takes a bot to do a man's job, as Bob will finish him off. Server and keep the payload moving. Prophet low, the cut through from Who Are You is there, turns it around, looking for Smurf, but will keep the fight on the payload. They have to. Smurf gets cut down. The resets send them to where the reinforcements are coming from, as Fitz will meet a similar fate, and the Shanghai Dragons get the extension, but it's Who Are You deflects the bullets, takes out Fitz, and there's Void finding Prophet, who keeps dying early in these fights. Vindame's the next target, beautiful headshot from Lip. And the boys will clear through to keep mitigate the damage from that ultimate. They've kept him alive. Who are you, found Profit? Fitz turns back on the Tracer. They bounce it back with a kill onto Void. Lip is at the back here. A couple of headshots here can change the fighting fight. Stalker gets himself away from Fitz. The Tracer has to take the long way round to go and contest him. Dinks him, lowers the HP, takes out Smurf. Lip puts the team on his back, and the Shanghai Dragons will take first place in the Summer Showdown Qualifiers.
Seed advantage and coming out on top in the APAC region here in the Summer Showdown Qualifiers are Dragons.